Hi everyone, Belinda here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a scrapbook layout using the August kit by Hip Kit Club. I only subscribed to the main kit, so the main kit was mostly Maggie Holmes Willow Lane collection, so that's what I'll be featuring today. Alright, let's get up to speed. So as you saw, I've used that Maggie Holmes Willow Lane paper to get some cut files cut out. Now I use the August 2017 Hip Kit exclusive cut file, those leaves. And I've got my photos there and I'm just weighing up if I like that beige cardstock as my background better or white cardstock. And I decided to go with the white cardstock. Now I've got a circular design in mind for this layout, and I'm going to be using some circle embellishments. So I'm just cutting my photos down using my very, very old Fiskars circle template. So I've got my photos cut into circles there. And I know I kind of want to position them like this on the layout. So I'm just roughly drawing around them as I'm going to be doing some mixed media. And I want that mixed media, I'm using watercolors there, and I want it to just peek out from the photos, and I want it to be really soft and subtle. So I'm mixing up 3 colors. I'm going to mix up a real peachy pink. I'm going to be mixing up a really soft muted turquoise. And I'm going to be mixing up a golden yellow, a mustardy yellow actually. So that will tie in with those leaves that I've cut out there. They've got those 3 main colours on that pattern paper. I didn't gesso the paper, my background cardstock at all, as I'm not using very much paint and water, and I'm soaking up each colour because I just want it so soft and subtle. So I didn't really feel there was a need to put any gesso or prep into my cardstock. So I'm doing both areas where the photos are going, and I'm trying to make sure that the 2 greens aren't touching there in that top corner of the bottom photo. So on goes that mustard yellow, and I'm just doing some really soft flicks with the paint as well. Okay, now I'm going to add some Heidi Swapp Gold Colour Shine, and you're going to see here that I make a mess. And I try to wipe it up, and it doesn't quite come up off the layout, but it does get disguised by the embellishments later on. So I've just grabbed the packaging from one of the Maggie Holmes Willow Lane, I think it was the die cut pack, and I thought that'd make a really great background for my top photo. So I've just drawn a circle and torn around it. And I'm going to adhere my top photo to that. And you'll see here the concept I have in mind. I'm going to add the larger leaves coming out from behind my photos and the smaller leaves out of the embellishments. Now I really wanted to make that frame work with my bottom photo, but I did not want to cut down that bottom photo anymore. I really liked the fact you could see my daughter had a big coat on, that we were in the snow, and I wanted to keep that. So I've decided to use that frame for an embellishment instead. And I'm backing that bottom photo. At first I was going to use the back side of that with the banners all over it, but it didn't really stand out. So I flipped it over and used that same pattern side that I've die cut those leaves out of. I just roughed up the edges there. And here I go picking out some embellishments from that die cut pack. Now, I don't end up using that top die cut black frame. You'll see me have quite a few goes at making it work, but it doesn't. So I decided to go with something else there. That embroidery hoop stays where it is. I really love that. It looks really sweet with the leaves and the florals I end up using on the page. I'm just having a look through and I find a tag with a quote on it, and I decide to punch that with a circle punch, and then I punch that green tag with the same circle punch and cut it into a frame. I try to make the top part of that green tag work, but it's too big. So I decide to cut off that black tag that I used for the quote, and I do use that on my layout, but I do position it slightly differently to where it is now. I really would have loved to have another photo of the two of my girls together for that frame, but I didn't, not of that day. So I've decided to use that little bunny portrait. I've added on that rose piece from the die cut pack, and I'm going to find a yellow flower for the bottom photo. So I've just popped that green frame I've created up on some foam dots, and at the moment I'm just getting some pale pink thread, and I just wrapped it around 3 fingers to get that circular shape, and I'm going to pop that under that top circular element on my page. And I love just adding thread in that circular element. So if I have any circular embellishments on my pages, you'll find I tend to do that. And sorry, my battery ran out, but that's the finished layout. You can see all the little tiny details on that. I added some butterflies and some extra flower stickers from Maggie Holmes. Thanks for watching.